Alright, hey guys, hey, welcome back to our speed duel profile. Hey, take like Archfiend's promotion. Pretty cool skill. Really bad if your opponent has cards in his column. So what this skill does is that during your main phase, you can tribute a Vilepawn this to summon any of your other your big archie, but the conditions that your opponent may not have no card in the same column as you. So you gotta keep that in mind, right? As the same column this card, so you gotta be sure where your opponent places his card and you gotta avoid it. So you can play this deck go first, go second. Probably prefer to play this deck go second because that way you can play around your opponent's columns, right? As long as they don't set two on the far left and far right and one in the middle or any type of those weird combinations, right? So yeah, so you play 3 pawns, right? I mean, that's what makes the deck work. You tribute to summon any king, queen, rook, bishop, and the other chess piece, but we don't play any of that. We just play 3 queens. That's it. Just play 3 queens. You know, this thing is a 2600 attack. That's pretty much it. I mean, if you want, you can play the king, you can play the shadow king or the other twos, but I don't really bother. I'm just gonna play the queen. This thing is 2600 attack, right? That's pretty much all you need, right? Yeah, so, and then this summons from a hand or deck, just so you guys know. So it does not summon from a, keep that in mind. So that's why we play that. And then if you want, you can theoretically cut this down to 2 if you want. If you don't want to play as many breaks, right? But I've just find 3 queens, it's just fine enough, right? Next we play triple general. You need this to search for the field spell. You need the field spell, it turns out, because if you don't, there's a chance you can probably die by yourself, right? Because you have to pay a maintenance cost for all these cards, and these are not optionals because of that. So you want to search out the field spell with these guys. And also these are just straight up 21 attack, so that's something, right? Next, 3 pandemoniums. I mean, it's just a field spell. It's soften 3 pandemonium. And then when a fiend monster is destroyed, you get to add an Archfiend monster with a low level. So they somehow kill the Arch Queen or the General, you get to add another pawn to your hand. So that's pretty cool. So that's it for the field spell. And then that's pretty much it for the main deck. I mean, that's pretty much it for the Archfiend cards, right? Next for the rest of the deck, it's just generic good cards. So 3 Night Beams. Night Beams to deal with any pesty back row cards your opponent has. That way you can make sure you get the column to set your thing. I play 3 Spirit Cubes just to protect your pawn, right? In case if you ever have to summon a pawn, because you don't really play any normal summon in this deck that isn't just a pawn, so because you just straight up only play pawn. So 3 Karibos just for hand trap protection. 3 Book of Moons, right? Because you rather use your normal summon for the pawn, right? So you know DD Warrior Leads in this. That's shocking. Shocking, no DD Warrior. So yeah, 3 Book of Moons, just a reactive card to have, and just for protection. But we do play Zoma. Zoma is always will still be a good limit 1. So I like Zoma. He's 1890. He has a burn effect, so that's pretty much good. All right, it forces your opponent to play around that card. And then finally for the extract is irrelevant. It's a bunch of Wakening the Dragon targets when we don't play Wakening the Dragon. So 1 Master of Oz, 1 Cyber-End, 1 Voltron, Destiny and Dragoon, Super Vehicle, Jumbo Droid, and Ojama. Like I said, this extract is irrelevant. It's just there to make your opponent think you have an extra deck. So yeah, that's pretty much the Archfiend deck. I think this deck is cool. Turning the pawn into anything is pretty sick, right? Like I said, you can mess around with the ratios. I just think, I mean, if you want, you can drop the 3rd queen and play something like play the Shadow King instead, right? That's all up to you, right? But I just realized that I'm just gonna play the queen. This queen has 2600 attack, and then in the graveyard, she boosts your monster by 1000 randomly during your standby phase. So it can come up. You can turn this into a 2200 beater, or turn this to a 3100 beater, but I don't know how often that comes up. From all of that card's never you just summon the queen, and that's pretty much it. All right, that's the deck profile. Thank you for watching. Like always, if you have any idea for decks you'd like to see, comment down below. I'll try to get to it eventually. I got a bunch of these lined up, and I plan to do them all at some point. All right, okay, thanks, bye.